Hello viewers, welcome to lesson 5 of the Equity Masterclass by Already your favorite channel for anything related to money. In the previous lesson, you learned how to classify stocks and how to use these classifications to get the best out of your equity investments. In this lesson, we will see how much of your money should be invested in equities and how many stocks you should buy with that money. Let me address these two important questions separately. First, let us understand how much money should be invested in equities. There is a very famous thumb rule which says that the amount of money that you should invest in equities is 100 minus your age. Example, if your age is 26 years, then you should invest 74% of your money in equities. But this is not the right approach. The amount of money that you should invest in equities will depend on a few factors. First is your risk taking ability. Even after doing a lot of study and following a disciplined way of investing, you may see your portfolio drop by 20 to 25%. Using this as a reference point, and I work backwards, multiply the loss that you can handle with 4 or 5, and that is your recommended portfolio size. For example, if you are able to handle a loss of 25,000 in your portfolio, your equity investment should be 4 to 5 times of that, which is 1 lakh to 1.25 lakhs. Remember, loss handling capacity does not mean the loss is permanent. It just means that you are prepared to see that level of loss and have the ability to wait further. The next factor that plays a role is the need for money in the near future. Ideally, any amount that you need in the next 3 years minimum should not be in equities. The volatility of equities may result in short-term trap where you are stuck with lower prices of shares at a time when you actually need that money. Now, this is why I always advise investors to start pulling money out of equities periodically when the goal is 3 years away and complete these withdrawals when the goal is still 12 months away. For example, I will need money for higher education of my son who is in 7th standard now. I still have over 5 years till I need the money. What I will do is start moving money from equities to debt when he joins class 10 and continue doing this till he completes class 11. I get 2 full years to plan my withdrawals. This way, when I actually need the money when he completes 12, I do not have to worry about fluctuating equity prices. Both these factors, loss handling capacity and the 3 year horizon, work exactly the same for equity mutual funds as well. So age has nothing to do with it. So if you are 26, your friend is also 26, you need money in maybe next 1 year, your friend doesn't need money for the next 10 years, you and he cannot have the same kind of equity portfolio. Your investments will be completely different. His investments will be completely different. So to summarize the entire answer in one sentence, you should invest an amount which is 5 times your loss handling capacity, limited to that money not being required for the next 3 years. Very simple. The next question is, now that I know how much money I should invest in equities, how do I divide this amount? How do I divide this money? How many shares should I spread my investments? Let us understand this with the help of an example. And let me call my two friends for this particular example. Yes, Ramesh and Suresh. Ramesh and Suresh both had 2 lakh rupees to invest. Ramesh, let's say, invested 1 lakh each in two companies. Suresh, on the other side, invested 4,000 rupees each in 50 companies. Ramesh's profits are driven by two companies. This means that if either of these two companies, or in worst case scenario, both these companies perform poorly, Ramesh runs a big risk of not being profitable at all. The losses will be huge. So what will be the profit of Ramesh if price of a stock from his portfolio doubles? So let's say one price doubles, the other one does not move at all. His portfolio will zoom up by 50%. And what will happen if one of the stock in the portfolio halves? The price just goes 50% down. the portfolio value is eroded by 25%. On the other side, we have our friend Suresh. Ramesh's very good friend Suresh. His profits are driven by 50 companies. There is a high chance that a few of them will perform well, a few others may just turn out to be average performers, and a few others may perform poorly. The poor performers will eat away the profit made by great performers. So let me ask you one question, like how we did for Ramesh. What will be the profit of Suresh if price of a stock from his portfolio doubles? The impact on portfolio is just 2%. And what will happen if price of a stock from his portfolio goes down by half? The impact on the portfolio is just minus 1%. Ramesh's portfolio is extremely concentrated while Suresh has a problem of over diversification. You need to avoid both of these. What you need to do is strike a balance between concentration and over diversification. Ideally, your portfolio should have stocks of around 15 to 20 different companies spread over 6 to 8 different industries. Keep your single stock investment between 5% and 15%, and a single industry exposure between 15 and 25%. This way, you are neither too concentrated like Ramesh nor extremely over diversified like Suresh. I have designed a template which will help you arrive at all these numbers, right from your investment amount to the number of shares to the number of industries, how much money in each of these industry, all that you can get it in under 30 seconds. To receive this template, provide your details in the link on your screen. The same link is also available in the video description. In case you have provided this in earlier videos, you can ignore to provide because you will as such get this by default. By now, I hope you have an idea about how to decide how much you should invest in equities. In the next video, I will explain how to understand the various industries and identify industries that are promising in the near future. So we're going one step ahead. Until then, please do not forget to like and share the video. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. And in case you have subscribed, please click on the bell icon so you get timely notifications and keep spreading the learning. Thank you.